I'm Jim with the Works RL channel. I'm always trying to show what works in real life. This hand truck, it's an all-in-one, 4-in-1 hand truck. I've always had one like you might see on the far wall, the traditional hand truck. I recently had to move my daughter from one apartment in Chicago to another apartment. Luckily, I'd gone to my Costco to buy this COSCO hand truck. Now again, I was going to use my traditional hand truck. As I'm getting older, I'm just not quite as strong as I used to be. This thing was fabulous. These are those traditional dollies that you get, but you know, normally I've always used those wooden ones. In fact, I think I've made a few in my life where you just put 4 caster wheels on the corners and just use some old 2x4s. But these are a plastic polymer, and as you can see, these are really well reinforced with metal. I bought these at Menards, and they're a little more expensive. You know, you can get those wood dollies. The really cheap ones are really inexpensive, but they don't hold up, and they're very small, and they just put a little bit of carpeting usually on the ends. These, on the other hand, these have just the most beautiful casters on here. It's really well made. There's no chance that these are bending. These are beautifully reinforced with this aluminum tubing. What I love the most is they're flat. These things really did the trick. You got 2 of those. You can span across. You can churn them in different ways, but really well made. Very, very durable, and they're lightweight, easily to pick up and move around. But this is the real star. This thing was just fabulous. Look at that. You can use it like this, and they make another one where this is fixed, this foot plate. The beauty of this one is that, and just a little release, and it lets this tilt. That's the beauty of this thing, because now when you turn it into a cart, you can literally push a huge thing that sticks way over the end. As you can see in the picture here, as it shows with that foot being down, you can take a giant box and stick it over the end and still use it like a cart. Big game changer. But even this mode right here has been so nice. It saves your back because you're able to just put stuff up here and then move it around. Just even going across some really bad terrain. It was terribly rainy the day we were moving, and I think even my daughter said it was just an absolute life saver. And how can you say that about a hand truck? So I'm just trying to share that this thing currently is on sale at Costco, an amazing price. I think in person it was $99. Normally it's $130. I think online it was $130, normally $160 or something around in there. But even if it's not on sale, this is an absolute game-changing device. And if you have to move anything, in fact, even just having one of these at home, just to move big boxes, it's heavy duty, but it's very lightweight. In compared to my other one, and just the fact that it's got all these different modes folded down, it's really been great. You can buy it at different places, and they had one at Menards. It didn't have that kick-up foot plate. It was 3-in-1, I guess you would say, and so otherwise it was identical to this. But I got to tell you, having that kick-up foot plate, wow, it really makes a difference, because I've had those before where you use a cart and that foot plate kind of restricts and you almost have to put things up on the end of it, and that's not convenient if it's too long. Being able to fold that down, let something slightly longer stick out the end, huge game changer. I just can't say enough good about it. If you live in an apartment, it would be great just to be able to go down and grab stuff out of the car or lug things up if you got a nice freight elevator or a regular elevator. I do like having those plastic totes or tubs versus cardboard boxes. I mean, you can get uniform cardboard boxes, that's always great. But frankly, those plastics, you know, when it was super rainy the day that we were moving, really shows the benefit of having plastic with some covers on it, because they obviously are impervious to the water. Also, another thing to never forget about is having these ratchets. Now, these are from actually a tractor I bought. I think these were the shipping ratchets, but I bought some in the past. Those ratchet type straps, they can be great just to help hold something on there if you just have something bulky and you don't want to have to keep holding it as you're moving. So I would highly recommend having, you don't really need giant ones, but having some good long ones, like maybe 12, 14 footers. You can loop them together, make them longer if necessary, but just those quick ratchets just kind of helps hold something on. Just something I thought worth sharing to show what works in real life. This is one of them. Take care.